As we gather here today, amidst the warmth of the festive season, I am filled with gratitude and awe as we celebrate another year of Little Crafters community. This year has personified the energy and strength of what we embody as a collective, as what can only be described as a beacon of learning for joy and passion. What I see in this community is resilience and drive. You come from all over the country and you always put 110% into everything that you put into the groups. What this shows is how important this community has become in our lives and how invested we are into ensuring that the love for learning, passion projects and well-being come before everything else. You've also shown that learning is lifelong. I have seen you parents learning with your children this year, enrolling for our education programs, not only for your children, but in many cases for yourself as well, because your own passion for learning has been ignited through this approach. I've also seen many of you sneaking crafts into your online shopping baskets for yourselves and not telling the children, but we can keep that conversation for another day. On a serious note, I see parents have fought hard to ensure their children have the very best opportunities and access to learning in a way that makes them want to be independent inquirers and take the reins. I see children that have not been defeated by the challenges they may have encountered before Little Crafters boxes. They have got back up, embraced who they are, and are putting themselves out there to show what they can achieve too. And goodness me, can these children achieve. To name a few things, this year alone that I have seen our children engaging in include things like visits around the country, doing charity work, feeding the homeless, some very impressive cooking, featuring in books that we publish, and oh yes, the crafts. Last year, I remember doing a similar speech to this one, thinking that's it. LCB is now fabulous and the picture is now complete. I have no idea how we will top this now or how we will make it better this year. Little did I know what was to come. This year, we celebrated the monumental achievement of sending out more than 10,000 AQA Unit Award certificates to home educating learners. We were invited to the prestigious event hosted by AQA called Education Fest. We went as their special guests and we were able to gift them with words and thumbprints of the Little Crafters children in a collaborative portrait, letting them know exactly how the scheme had helped to shape and change their lives. 2 more delightful books from the Hartley Hedgehog series have been written this year, again put together by our Little Crafters children. We proudly held another Design Your Own Box event at HQ in the summer, where this community chose the learning themes that would come out in all of next year. Now, this is an event I would like to see continuing for the future of the company. I want the children to always have control over the topics and the things that they learn about. These milestones are not just numbers, they represent the lives touched and transformed. One of the big changes for this year is that we have also seen the birth of LCV Education in its own right, a branch of the company that has very much been marking its own territory for a while now and was so very much in need of its own spotlight. A complete remote provision for those who needed an alternative option where packages are completely personalised to the interests and the best learning approach for that child. If all that wasn't enough, I thought I would test myself this year and I wrote a book all about alternative education. I wanted to share with the world that mainstream behaviourist education is not the only way to teach our children and that there are other approaches available. I have been screaming from the rooftops since I opened the company that we all learn better through play, that well-being should go hand in hand with learning. The book has reached #1 bestseller in 4 Amazon categories on the first day of its launch. Yes! After 4 years, the children are still at the heart of everything we do. We still listen actively to what you tell us you need and act quickly to make it happen. Words that come to mind when I think of Little Crafters are innovation, creativity, inclusion, sustainability, community. We have stayed true to all of those values and we are still there for you and your children. The company has been doing exactly what it says on the tin. I accept that is a very big tin with lots of writing on, because I've got an ADHD brain myself and I feel the need to share everything all of the time in all of its detail. However, the company is a passion project for me and it is a learning rabbit hole that I, at the age of 41, am still very much in. It is a testament that you can do whatever you want to do. I started it from nothing just 4 years ago, just an idea. I've said it many, many times before. You do not have to have all of your qualifications in place or the answers to what you want to be when you grow up by the time you are 16. You have your whole lives to work on it and refine it. They say that a business is safe after its first 3 years. I would argue that the 4th year, has been our most challenging one yet. It has tested our resilience and made us question our true values. We faced growing pains this year and we have learnt some valuable lessons to make us even more resilient. Renovations at our HQ are well underway following floods in early 2024. Challenging? Yes. But through it all, we have emerged stronger and more determined and more united. On a personal note, this year has been a period of intense reflection and growth for myself. Writing my book critically and examining the landscape for learners outside mainstream education has challenged me to rethink all my practice and strive for a national impact on educational standards. I see the need for flexible, learner-centred approach and empower every child to their true potential. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the Children's University for their unwavering support, to AQA for their invaluable unit award scheme, and the new awarding body, who I won't mention, that we are currently in talks with to bring you remote testing next year for functional skills exams. Additionally, a special thanks to Authors & Co for supporting me through the writing of There Is Another Way, my book. Thank you to the LCB staff, who are a lovely group of humans and have worked their socks off this year, as well as putting up with my constant need to have everything done at speed and with a deadline of yesterday. And also thanks to you guys, who are at the very heart of everything LCB. It's important to remember that for some families, the holidays can bring unique challenges, especially for those with neurodivergent members. The hustle and bustle, bright lights, and the change in routine can sometimes feel overwhelming. To those families, I want to say you are not alone. This season is about love, understanding, and embracing each other's differences. It's okay to create your own traditions to suit your family's needs, whether it's finding a quiet moment amidst the festivities or celebrating in a way that feels right for you. Know that your way is the perfect way. Be kind to yourselves, knowing that you are doing your best and that is good enough. On another note, if you were ever worried about your children not socialising or accessing any part of education, I invite you to look around this community and see where you are. I see you. I wholeheartedly believe in every child here, and I could not be more proud of all of you. May the new year bring us promise, growth, and endless opportunities to make a difference. Together, let's carry forward the spirit of togetherness and the belief that there is indeed another way. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey. Wishing you all a joyful Christmas and a prosperous new year filled with hope, happiness, and endless possibilities.